All right, friends, part 3 of pull versus push methodology. During this session, I'm going to do a live role play where if you've ever been on my consulting calls, already know this, but I infamously can play the homeowner as well as the call center rep, canvasser, or special event rep. So here we go. Now you tell me which one's going to be more effective in setting a quality appointment that the customer actually wants and that sticks on the schedule. Yes, I was calling because I wanted to get an estimate on windows for my home. Absolutely, we would be happy to help you with that. Tell me, are the windows drafty? Well, no, not drafty. They're just a little bit older and we know we'll probably have to do something. Okay, are they hard to open and shut? What about your high energy bills? Well, no, none of that really. They're just old. Okay, well, we can stop out tomorrow. What's your schedule look like tomorrow? That's how most of us are doing it on the phone. We are literally throwing problems against the wall to see what sticks. Now, sometimes we get lucky and those are the issues they're experiencing, but it's much more effective to get them to tell us versus us telling them what their problems are when we haven't even been there to see it. What would be much more effective in finding out what the homeowner's true hot button is would be something like this. Hi, I was calling to get an estimate on windows for my home. Absolutely. We would be happy to help you with that. Tell me, what's going on with the current windows that prompted your call today? Oh, they're just old, outdated. I understand. Now, when you say old, how old's old? Oh, I don't know. I think they're original to the home, probably 25 years. I understand. And with them being 25 years old and you said outdated, what kind of things are you noticing specifically? Well, they're the old crank out style and they're difficult for me to clean and I guess they could be a little bit better and just not crazy about how they look right now. I hear ya. Now when you say they're tough to clean, how long has that been an issue for you? Oh, it's been since we moved in, about maybe 5, 6 years ago or so. Now, which ones are you noticing that with specifically? Well, it's pretty much all of them. We have the old crank out style in the whole house and, just all of them are kind of a pain. I hear ya. And what kind of things have you tried to remedy or cope with the difficulty with the cleaning? Well, I can clean them on the inside myself, but, on the second story on the outside, they're not very clean or, I have to hire some kid to get up on a ladder and do it for us. Oh, I understand completely. Yeah. Now, I also noticed you said you're not just too crazy about how they're looking right now. What do they look like currently? Well, they're wood windows and the paint's just starting to peel and they just don't look so great from the outside. I understand. Now, which ones are having the paint peeling specifically? Well, the ones facing the sun, I think, are the worst. It's mainly the three on the front of the house, but all of them are starting to have it a little bit. Okay, how long have you been noticing the paint peeling and chipping like that? Well, I guess it's just been the last couple of years or so that it's really been an eyesore. Okay, and what kind of things have you tried to sort of fix that? Well, we thought about hiring a handyman to come out and maybe just slap another coat of paint on it, but they're so old, we probably should at least start looking into something. I hear ya. So it sounds like it's safe to say, with the windows being 25 years old, hard for you to clean, not to mention the paint chipping that you're just not too crazy about. It's definitely something you're going to be looking into sooner rather than later. Pulling information out of the customer is always going to get us much further. Not to mention, by the time you've created the headache, the customer now needs you to help them with the solution. And guess what? You happen to know a guy. Always remember open-ended questions during the need uncovering step. Pull versus push methodology. Don't start your questions with is because they will end in yes or no from the customer. Start your questions with who, what, when, where, why, and how, and the customer will create the conversation for you, and all you will have to do is sit there and ask questions.